Hello and welcome to this last game of this group stages for Star Series Season 6. This is day number 27, which is indeed the last day of the group stages. We will have Rox taking on zRage. zRage already picking up Chaos Knight IO. And with me, of course, today is Vikremond. Welcome back.
It's good to be back, Shiva. Last game of the season. Wow, it's a little bit of a bittersweet feeling, kind of.
Yeah, I agree.
And we're going to have a combo here that I think basically led off the season. Like, was very, very popular at the beginning of the season. Then we had a long stretch in which IO was usually banned, and here we come basically full circle. One of the combos that the Russian scene is best known for, this IO Chaos Knight, just complete aggressive dominance, and here we're going to close out the season with it. And actually this is a really interesting time to go IO Chaos Knight, because just now we had a patch that actually makes a lot of bug fixes, and a lot of those bug fixes were actually to IO, and they're it's hard to call them nerfs, but that's basically the effect. They actually make IO substantially less powerful. One of the huge ones is you can now see where IO is teleporting, not just on the minimap. So we'll have to see if Rox are able to better react to that IO because of the changes.
Yeah, and they of course, I mean, they let IO through, so they should be prepared to take him on. They banned out the Lone Druid and the Dark Seer instead, with zRage banning out the Gyrocopter as well as with the Bat Rider there. And they pick up a Nature's Prophet, which is kind of like weird, because Nature's Prophet is the one that you can counter IO, or that is countered by an IO Chaos Knight combination there. And already with picking up a Jakiro, they're already looking strong for a tri-lane, safe tri-lane, but still pretty okay. And okay, maybe they're gonna have Kunkka solo mid, so this is very aggressive picks here coming off from zRage. For Rox right now, what they need to do is think about, do they want to go for some counter aggression, or do they want to go very defensive and just have this one late game carry that can take on Kunkka and Chaos Knight?
Right. So Kunkka, of course, his damage continues to scale even into the very late game. If he gets a crit, he can kill quite a few of your players, even very late, and they go for the Skeleton King. So we are going to send it off with some good, interesting picks, particularly this SK. And of course, Skeleton King receiving quite a few buffs in 6.78, the patch that was released last week, I believe. Of course, his crit now has a active component, so it's a very good 1-point wonder in the early game, and then you can convert it into more points later. And actually, his reincarnation slow could play a factor as well.
Look at that portrait from the puck.
Yeah, it's the new portrait just pushed out. More insectoid-like.
He looks more friendly.
Yeah, well, the underbite. It looks like he needs less orthodontics work.
Well, no, he's gone. But he's banned out. We have a Skywrath Mage picked up, so zRage going for a bit defensive. I am really curious to see how this, or sorry, Rox.Kis rather. Yeah. I'm really curious to see how that Skeleton King works out. Of course, for the standings, in terms of how these teams will do and how does it matter on the rankings, it kind of doesn't matter anymore. zRage, they are... Okay, we see...
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's a bug. Oh man, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, alright, just go ahead, I'll
Everybody picks up sentry wards. Ooh, more dust. Oh god, are we gonna have this for each item that gets picked up?
We are. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so yeah, for the standings here, Rox.Kis, they're sitting at the 7th position in Starlight right now. They have got 8 wins, 6 losses. They can't go to Kiev anymore. They also won't be dropped down to the Pro Series, so Rox.Kis is safe. zRage, though, is number 13 on the list. They will keep number 13 on the list. And basically that means that also for them is no change anymore. They will have to play relegation matches to keep themselves into Star Series. As we do have... For zRage, it is Ink Visitor finding a Drian to kill him off. He will be playing the Chaos Knight. It will be JOTM, who you can follow on Twitter, apparently playing the IO for his team today. We have got Sharfik on the Kunkka. Looks like he'll be going on the safe lane for now with the Wisps Chaos Knight mid. And the stand-in Hello will be playing the Jakiro. He goes by that name always, so you might already recognize his nickname. We have got Winzy standing in here once again for the 2nd time today. He'll be playing the Lich. It looks like he'll be on the offlane. Already picked himself up some boots first.
Could be, yeah, maybe he could just put wards. Lich is okay just to deny XP, but it'll be hard for him to actually level. So looking up towards Rox.Kis, their tri-lane, actually we've got Business Perfect on an unusual hero form. He actually goes in the Clockwork. So that's interesting. Rox.Kis, of course, that makes it 3 players on Rox.Kis who all play clock. Solo, Yol, and now Buzz is perfect. So he's in the clock. He's joined by the stand-in DNQ on the Skywrath Mage. In the middle, it seems like they're going with a dual mid to contest the zRage dual mid. Yol actually on the Skeleton King, and Solo on the Shadow Demon, which just leaves Dread piloting up the solo offlane / maybe we'll see him head to the jungle on the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised by this pickup from Yol, because Mortal Strike, I mean, of course it's a new spell, you just saw him use it. The thing is, you take HP away, it is actually HP removal from your opponent, and if he doesn't die, he gets it back.
Yeah, it's Mortal Strike, very good spell. The other cool thing about Skeleton King is, he's one of the least IO relocate gankable heroes there is. Because if he's got his cooldown up for his reincarnation, all you're gonna do is flip that cooldown. In 12 seconds, you're not gonna kill this guy twice.
True. Very true. He does need a lot of startup time though. And yeah, I mean, picking up his Mortal Strike first, kinda, like we saw him use it, but it doesn't really matter if the target is not gonna die. That was basically my point. We saw him use it, but he just gives the HP back afterwards, so it's quite unusual. They will try to find the Wisp here. Not having the stun just yet, they do have the disruption, but they'll try to take the farm away a bit here from JOTM. JOTM, yeah. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, they do catch out Dread on the Nature's Prophet. Ice Path was there, but they don't do enough damage just yet. Kunkka.
Also at level 1.
Ooh, slows there. Ooh, Dread, no, he's fine. He should be fine. Or not,
Actually,
or
maybe
not.
not.
Ice Path, here comes the Torrent as well. He tries to dodge it, but he can't get it done. This should be the first blood. It goes to the Jakiro.
Very nice. Not the easiest thing to actually do there. They do counter in mid. I think Inquisitor might drop. No, he doesn't. They're close, but no cigar there. Yol, actually, he's in danger. This Chaos Knight stun, it's so close. This is dangerous. Nice disruption.
Yeah, and actually here comes the IO. He will be able to get the kill. One more hit will do the job. There he goes. That's gonna be a 2 for 1 here in this mid lane. Am I saying that properly? No, it's a 1 for 1 here in the mid lane, and then they killed the Lich on the top lane. So overall, it's 2 for 2. First, let's going to zRage.
Yeah, zRage definitely favored. I mean, they got the Skeleton King for the IO, and they traded Nature's Prophet for Lich. You feel good about this if you're zRage.
Yeah.
Lich, by the way, with the boots first, just to sort of try to get away from any sort of kill. And Clock, Skywrath, I mean, boots will help here because the cogs are going to be much harder to land before hook.
Yeah, but see the harassment that Skywrath Mage already got through out. Still quite surprising that he actually picks up that Arcane Bolt rather than the Silence. But we saw that before, and it just means that he wants to be a bit more spammy, wants to be a bit more harassing towards that Lich. As we see Yol trying to get the creep wave back towards him, because of course that's being constantly pulled there by the IO if he can, to help him farm. In the meantime, Dread, he is getting attacked again. He is level 3. I mean,
scary.
he's just standing there. Here comes a dual breath as well. The Torrent misses. No dual breath, actually, no mana upon this Jakiro. Otherwise, that could have been a kill. Sharpik actually taking a lot of harassment here still. He has got 1 tangle, but that's it for his regen there. And we do see a stun here up Inquisitor.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, in the mid, I think both teams feel okay about how it's going so far. Skeleton King is getting farm. He's not getting as great levels as maybe he would in a safe lane tri-lane if they were just giving him a lot of farm, but otherwise it's mostly Dread that's having a hard time. And dual Kunkka lanes are always a hard time. I think he dies again here. Maybe he gets the Jakiro. Nice body block.
Yeah,
he gets
very nice block from those Treants. And that's gonna be a kill in return. Of course, he doesn't get the experience for that. In theory, I think it's still a good trade because, of course, Sharpik was there to take some of the experience, I believe, that he was around.
Yeah.
Also for the gold.
Yeah. They're definitely trading very well.
Yeah,
the only thing is
they are trading.
Yeah, they are trading, but they're trading favorably. Flip side is, I think Rox.Kis is still pretty happy with how their farm's going. Check out the denies situation in the mid. Solo actually has 10 denies on Shadow Demon, and compare that to the 4 denies that the Radiant have. So they're winning this duel versus duel, basically, just on basis of XP.
Yeah, of course some XP gets denied to them in that jungle by the Wisp as well, as they go for Inquisitor here. Inquisitor able to get away. But the harassment's still quite there. Face was picked up by the Kunkka, but yeah, I mean, in terms of experience, Inquisitor is sitting at a 347 experience in level 4, and actually Yol being a bit behind that purely because of that pulling. But oh, Dread again! Oh, that's not, you're not gonna, yeah, you're dead.
They can just die very easily. I'm not sure jungle might be a good idea at some point, frankly.
Oh, Inquisitor.
Ooh, Mortal Strike, almost.
That Mortal Strike, yeah. Close. No cigar.
Can Mortal Strike actually do Fatal? I'm not sure. I haven't played with them since the patch.
I'm not
think
sure
it can.
I think it can. I mean, it's called Mortal Strike, to be fair. Otherwise,
It is
be a pretty poor choice of name.
Good point. Good point. One cool thing that zRage are doing, and we see this sometimes, is they use the bottle activations for the Chaos Knight, and then they pass the bottle to the IO, which is a very, very smart thing that you should do when you're doing this dual mid, because it gives you double the bottle, basically.
Yeah. I agree. We see that. I mean, I mean, in terms of experience, he's actually a bit behind Inquisitor now, just because of the pools. It's the Radiant advantage that you have.
Yeah, it's true.
It's all that. In the meantime, Dread, he's died a couple of times. He's died 3 times. He's really not doing that well, even though he's still getting the levels. I'm not sure where's Lich going?
Oh, nice Torrent. That might be Dread dead again. And they get another kill on SK in the mid, too. This is starting to look a little bleak for Rox.Kis, frankly.
Yeah. Here comes another Ice Path. This time it will be a trade again, but oh, no, not a trade! 4 HPs! And now you wish that the Kunkka was there for just one Tidebringer. In the meantime, the Jakiro was in the mid lane, of course. We did see the Chaos Knight, or sorry, the Skeleton King die again. That was him.
Radiant's top tower is
But
under attack.
yeah.
This is tough, actually. Skeleton King having a bit of a difficult time, and IO is actually level 5. So this is a very quick level 6 for IO if he doesn't die again. Very quick relative to the median.
Yeah, well, but that Nature Prophet ult is actually hurting him quite a bit. He doesn't have any reach anymore. He does have 900 gold, but he will be forced back, or actually just have to get at least a bottle charge there. He's gonna at least stack first. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be living. In the meantime, Lich took a bit of a detour. He was like I wasn't following him, but he got chased down, and he went like, I don't know if you see me drawing on the minimap, but he went all the way around.
I do.
That way.
Yeah. That was a little weird. I mean, Lich is actually doing pretty well, frankly. Level 5, not bad considering the difficulty of this lane. He will have his Chain Frost. zRage don't have that many combos to do with the Chain Frost. I mean, Ice Path, Boat to some extent, so it won't be huge, but it could be a factor.
Yeah. Oh,
Dread, narrowly dodging death again.
Yeah, I mean, he is really having a tough time here. I mean, he got himself some kills now. He got 2 kills. Not too bad, but he is really, like...
I mean, Clockwork is doing very well. He's level 7, highest level in the game. He's got pretty good farm, but I'm not sure how much that does for Rox.Kis right now. Like, it's like you spent a lot to... Oh, he's dead here. Nice Wisps. Good Spirits. That's a good rotation. That'll be level 6 for Medved.
Yeah, seemingly dropping the ball here in the last game of the day. Oh, Whiskey relocate. We see it on the map, and they see it now too. Torrent will miss though. Dread still getting slowed, and those spirits will be enough to take him down. There we go. It is indeed Jakiro this time that takes the kill as well, as the Wisp is gonna get back to the top lane with the Lich.
That was a nice relocate.
Yeah.
The issue is also Yol just hits level 6 right now, so they actually could have.
Oh, hookshot in, and that's gonna be Jakiro dead. BZZ came in for that. The boat still hits him though, and Sharpik could actually try to go for this. The rocket assault, battery assault, still a bit harassing, but it doesn't really matter. Or does it? He eats his way through the tree straight away. One more hit, can't get it in, and actually he will go down. One more hit will. Oh, 1 HP, 2 HP. That boat buff. No, never mind. That range creep. Right, that one took the kill.
Top, by the way. Medved's still making things happen. I don't know if they can actually kill DNQ. Winsy is quite low.
I think they can with the spirits. One more hit needed. There we go. That's a kill. Killing spree for the Wisp. Solo
nice.
with the haste rune, able to get himself away with the last bit of the haste rune. I actually like. This is the last game of the season. In the previous game, we already saw a bit of a trollish lineup, right? And I don't think this is it. That much.
I think Skeleton King actually is definitely possible. Now, like I said, the reincarnation pretty good against the relocate. That said, this middle lane didn't go quite as well as they wanted, and it is Mortal Strike can't kill, by the way. It's HP removal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly just haven't played that much since the patch.
Well,
he could be in trouble here, though. At least if the thing is, reincarnation still has a very long cooldown at level 1. It's 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, Reality Rift goes there, and that comes us down 4 seconds. Yes, he's dead.
They might be able to kill him twice.
Let's see. There's not that much mana, but the Ice Path will be there. He still has a stun. He has to be careful. Necropyre there as well. And here comes another stun. 3 seconds for that one. But in comes Rox.Kis. They're trying to save his life. Disruption will be there. Jakiro locked inside. Will try to get... no! That battery assault is so annoying. Finally he gets an Ice Path, but it's too late to save his Chaos Knight, because Chaos Knight already went down. Nature's Prophet, Wrath of Nature, kills off the Lich there as well. They don't end up getting the kill up on Yol. Oh, that battery assault is so annoying for a Jakiro. If you're locked inside those cars, you can't do anything. You saw him going for
It
that
is.
stun the entire time, couldn't find it.
It's like Leshrac. I mean, your cast point is high, and so
Yeah.
consequently it just becomes very, very painful. That was nice reinforcement by BZZ. We were talking about how the clockwork, you have to make sure that if you're giving clockwork a free farm lane, he can actually use it. And BZZ has done work.
Dire's bottom tower has
Yeah,
fallen.
for sure.
Uh-oh, Yol is dead.
Yeah, and he has his Ancon cooldown, so.
Oh
nice.
no, Dread's probably dead too. That's 2 unnecessary deaths right
Yeah,
now.
and they
don't
take a
even save
tower
the
with that as well, so that's gonna be even better for them. I mean, that's a lot of gold going the way of zRage. And I just want to finish my thought, because I mean, if you want to go for trollish lineup, and I hope that some professional players sometimes hear this and say, hey, we're going to go for troll lineup. What idea do you have, Shiver? Well, you should go for a lineup where you have got a Skeleton King, a Tide Hunter, a Marana, a Keeper of the Light, and a Nature Prophet. And now, Vecromon, you can tell me why those 5.
I can't. There's a team fight going on. I honestly don't know.
Oh,
Wow, what a
brilliant boat! Brilliant boat that was!
Right into the macro fire too.
Yeah.
Excellent work. And yeah, I honestly think zRage are way ahead right now, and they are playing to avoid relegation, so it's a great game they're playing. The stakes are of course higher for them than they are for Rox.Kis, but still.
Yeah, and they're actually 5-manning right now. Oh, Reality Drift, the stun still hits though. Yol has to be careful. He still doesn't have his ultimate up. Torrent will miss. Jakiro from the side doesn't have any mana though. X mark the spot, up on D and Q. He'll end up going down for sure. Big Visitor though, taking a lot of damage there as well. They should probably was bouncing through. Yol ends up going down there as well. Ice Path will lock in BZZ. We just teleport in here, and here he comes. Inside the cogs with 2, but he is locked in and will go down. As Ink Visitor is tanking up the tower. He'll die as well. There we go. That's at least 1 kill they get in return. But there actually was 1 person to take the experience for that, but that's it.
Has fallen.
And that's going to be the tier 1 tower going down. A lot of hit kills going the way of zRage again. And the gold graph, since that tower on the bottom lane fell, like it was even for a very long time because they were trading all the time. But since that tower on the bottom lane fell, it's just been upwards in favor of zRage. X mark the spot, Dread. You can't TP away from that one. Here comes the Torrent. Is it enough? Win 7 comes in, has got a blast and will kill off the Nature's Prophet with help of the Kunkka.
Yeah, this just happens to Dread sometimes, honestly. He's a very strong player. I mean, obviously very, very well known, especially in the Russian scene. Member of DTS, one of the most famous Dota squads of all time, and a lot of the time he's one of the strongest. Like he's an anchor for Rox.Kis. He of course is the captain, the shot caller, but sometimes he just finds himself in very, very difficult situations. Nature's Prophet here, of course, IO widely regarded as a good response here to Nature's Prophet because you know you just go where he is and jump on top of him. And even in the laning phase when Jakiro and Kunkka were diving, they've just made it so difficult for Dread to get anything done. 6 deaths. He's 2/3 of his, like, I don't know, it's a lot.
Yeah, he died a lot in that bottom lane, and that helped Kunkka get ahead. I mean, Kunkka is the highest up on the net worth. I mean, there were still 3 cores of Rox.Kis that were doing pretty okay as well, with just a Kunkka topping them. But now that Chaos Knight is also getting out of control, and they relocate in, they find Dread again. Dread's already bursted down. They want Yol next, or maybe still the support first. Here comes a stun. 3 seconds will help out. That's gonna be a kill. 4 seconds until Wisp disappears. He'll take the Jakiro almost with it. No, he'll cancel that. And Yol will end up going down as well.
Yeah.
He didn't, like 13 seconds before his ulti was up.
Yeah, and he didn't really even have the mana. He's holding a bottle to get the mana back, so this is actually better than the Soul Ring approach sometimes. But still, yeah, Yol, the level 1 cooldown on it is just incredibly long. You really just desperately want to hit 11 quickly so you can have the level 2 ultimate, because it chops off almost 2 minutes off the cooldown.
Yeah, and in theory, you'll normally want to have the level 11 and farm freely until you get that, and he's not doing that either. I mean, his net worth is on par with that of the Wisps. IO is a very rich Wisp.
Yeah, he's Mechanism in like a second
Oh,
after
that
this
will be
kill.
Scarlet Mage. Yol coming in as well. He does have his ulti up this time, so he will be able to use that Mortal Strike there, trying out as well. Here comes a boat. Misses, but does of course give the buff. There comes Yol, the 4-second stun is there, and that's gonna be him still going down. Torrent doesn't matter anymore as WinZ still trying to get away from this, will end up going down. That's at least 1 kill that they get in return. Or one of the 2 supports that is, because they also got the Jakiro there. Solo tries to run away, Nature's Prophet TP in to try and help out. Maybe they can get something more. Ink Visitor dies as well. Is zRage overextending this time? It looks like they might be. Sprout up on the IO. He can't get himself out. Stands in the Mystic Flare. Ends up going down.
Mystic.
That's 4 people dead. on the side of zRage, and Sharvik is the only one left alive.
I wish IO had bought out, actually. Oh, no, he wanted to buy back instead. Because he could have gotten the Town Portal Scroll and the Mechanism Recipe before he died, after he couldn't. So I guess he might as well buy back, I don't know. Sharvik's getting a little scary as well. I mean, most of his Shadow Blade, and he had time to pick up drums. They actually have 2 sets of drums.
And that's pretty handy actually, because if you're going for somewhere
Relocate.
with the relocate, you only have one. You only want one. You only have one.
I don't think Rox.Kis are out of this, but they're definitely getting just dominated in some respects. They're having a really, really difficult time. Yol building towards his armlet. I think armlet will help.
Oh, cool. Oh, Igvisor, he's stuck. There he goes. As Dread actually helps him with sending out his Nature's Wrath. He tries to TP out. Should be able to do that. No vision. Oh, just too late.
Almost.
But that was, I mean, he was stuck in creeps there. And Dread almost helps him get towards the target again. But oh well. Shadowblade indeed up on the Kunkka. I mean, it looks pretty grim for Rox. Just the domination, just the control that zRage has. I mean, the graphs don't really even look that much out of favor in favor of zRage. No. I mean, we have 3k on gold. Experience looks a bit worse, but oh, hookshot in. Here comes the cogs. Double damage shoot up on BCZ as well. They'll actually try to go for it, but look at the damage. It actually might be enough. No, it won't be. It won't be. Or will it be? With the Soul Catcher there, it will be 4 versus 2. That is how you do it. Mystic Flare there as well, as that is also going to be a kill again on the Wisp.
Yep.
Dread
I wouldn't count Rox.Kis out. They're not that far behind. The Skeleton King is definitely struggling, but the Nature's Prophet, even though he's died so much, he did get that pretty fast Midas anyway. So he's still keeping up on levels, and in fact he's tied for the highest level. That and Clockwork. As long as Clockwork keeps getting results, Rox.Kis can peel their way back into this game. They are the more experienced team. I mean, a lot of the time in this season, we've seen the less experienced team get off to a pretty big early lead on kills. And then when they can't convert that into actually winning the game, there can be comebacks.
Yeah, it all comes down to captaining at that point, and that's when experience really kicks in, as you say. And we are seeing Roshan being attempted here by Rox.Kis, so they're gonna try to take that Aegis and get a bit more ahead. The Skeleton King. Do you think he'll take the Aegis?
Huh. It might not be the worst idea, frankly, because he still has level 1 ultimate. Yeah. Yeah, I actually think Skeleton King Aegis is the right choice here. The only other choice would be Dread, but if Dread gets caught out, it doesn't matter whether he has Aegis or not. He dies twice, no question. Skeleton King, I like it a little more.
Yep, this is Skeleton King.
And oh, well,
Bugged.
That's not working very well either.
It's supposed
Still
to
some
say
things
6
to
minutes.
stand out. Yeah.
Ooh, hook shot. Made on a creep only. They actually want to try to go in with this. BCZ. He was already very low to begin with. 3 seconds stun up on solo as well. They just run in here to die. What's up with that? That's not good. Can they get the next one?
They don't have vision of this side of the map. They have vision of the right side.
Yeah, let's rip. That's gonna be another kill. DNQ. Triple kill for Inquisitor. BZZ. He came back. Rocks himself into an ice path. There comes a 2-second stun, and that's gonna be the Clockwork on the sidelines. Well,
fundamentally, Chaos Knight IO, yeah. It's about positioning. Chaos Knight IO will punish your positioning if it's not completely careful. And as we were talking about, the more experienced team, your positioning has to be better. And it wasn't there, honestly.
I mean, I don't even know why he tried to hook in. He was so low. And then he ended up just dying anyway, bought back. And
it's duel in the bottom.
And Dread's able to run away in the end.
Barely.
Spirits were looking for it, but can't find it, and he'll be TPing back.
So he actually started his TP scroll. Oh, Yola's in so much trouble.
He has an Aegis, so he will end up using it probably after the reincarnation. Mystic Flare on cooldown right now. There goes the stun. He wants to try and take down the Lich, but here comes Jakiro. He has got an Ice Path. Could try to help out. Jakiro still ends up going down. As the Skywrath Mage dies to the Kunkka still. Yol helps out with the hookshot for BCZ. That, oh my god. They lock Yol up in the cogs, and that's the Aegis gone. Now they only need to kill him up one more time before he's actually dead. As Dread sprouts up, the Jakiro still has an Ice Path though, will help out. Io running away. Can he get BCZ? Yes he can! Yes he can! Surprisingly enough he can. Sharvik will end up going down, but the Wisp got that kill. I can't believe that he actually did that. Oh, Dread Earn Charge goes down in the base. Double kill goes the way of the Io. Io MVP. Solo running for his life. Chaos Knight doesn't want to try it, not with that TP incoming there as well. There goes a slow. And they end up taking down Yul as well, by the way, for the 3rd time in a row in the same fight. X marked the spot, gonna be up on Dread. There comes the Torrent. Nice path. Disruption there to save his life for a little while longer, but how much will it actually matter? Nice Mystic Flare, doesn't really do that much in the end.
Oh, Reality Rift didn't quite get him.
Dread ends up getting away, help with the Shadow Blade. No detection actually up. Oh, actually they do. Sharvik has a Gem of True Sight.
Yeah. That last fight would actually have been even more convincing for zRage, but Win7 had used the Chain Frost bottom.
Yeah.
Because Chain Frost, of course, mini stuns on the first bounce, so he did it to get Dread, and Dread barely escaped, and as a result, I mean, they didn't have the Chain Frost, so Rox.Kis at least keep their high ground. They spent 3 buybacks. We had 1 buyback on zRage's side during that fight, so Kunkka, Nature's Prophet, Clockwork, and Shadow Demon all buying back in that fight.
Oh, yeah,
Very bloody. Extremely bloody.
Yeah, and I mean, we just had a game where, how many, 95 kills?
90 and 33 minutes.
Yeah. We're already up until 47 in 20 minutes here, so
That's
who
true.
knows? Has got some potential.
Compare this to the game the other day with a 23-minute First Blood. A little bit different. That's Dota for you. Games can be all over the place.
Yep.
Dread.
Especially with the CAS teams.
Yep. Dread, I don't think he can get away from this, unfortunately. Gem of True Sight doing a lot of work.
Yep. Oh god, that's Rox.Kis. I mean, you just said like they're definitely not out of this, but then they die one by one. Then they die a bit more. They get a couple of kills in return, but they keep on fighting. They have Yul die 3 times in the same fight.
Yeah. Oh man, is Kunkka... I was just thinking to myself, this is the perfect... Kunkka should just do it and go the Battle Fury, and he's got the Perseverance, so unless he's building Lincolns...
I don't think so, that he's building Lincolns.
I
Oh,
think
shot, they get the Lich would be going down, but in comes the Cavalry, and the ulti still goes through, so he did his job already. Yul in some trouble, he does not have his ulti, will end up going down. The Lich ultimate is still bouncing, by the way. Everybody slowed, nice disruption, helping out. Ice Path does still lock in the Skywrath Mage, who ends up going down. Can they get solo as well? Yes, they can. They will. There we go. Kunkka with the Torrent. That's will be a tier 2 tower going down. Probably. Oh, look, it's Dreddy keeping into the back of the fight to help his teammates.
Not so much. Dagon! Yes! Power Ranger style Dagon Wisp. I like it. Good. This is
Did you
good
hear?
stuff.
Did you hear a sound like a jackpot sound when the Dagon was picked up?
Yes. Because they hit the jackpot, Sheever. Duh.
I did hear that. Was it a wisp sound or was it a really like
I
Dagon,
think
Dagon,
it's-
Dagon?
It might be the new pop-up noise associated with that broadcaster setting. I don't know.
We'll see if it gets to Dagon level 2. We'll see it in the size as well. Well, I mean,
High ground. I
high
don't know.
Hook shot in. Let's
That's
see
not-
what BZ can do. Nice cogs. But is it enough? 4 seconds stun disruption will be there. Boat flies in as well as Yul is trying to go up on Sharvik. Sharvik able to get away though. In the meantime, Wisp doesn't have a target, doesn't have mana actually to do anything here. But in the meantime, everybody dying left and right. Dust gets popped, but doesn't really matter. Skywrath Mage will end up going down to the Kunkka. Skeleton King already dead as well. Solo still able to help kill off the Shadow, the Chaos Knight rather, but he'll die for it. Double kill for the Jakiro.
And so, quite possibly, we conclude the premier CIS tournament in Dota 2 with a classically, maybe even stereotypically CIS-style game.
Yes.
Dives, aggression, Chaos Knight IO, go under your tower, kill you. 58 kills in 24 minutes.
Yeah, but this time we actually have the team that's doing that, taking the buildings a bit earlier, unlike we saw the previous game.
Yes,
Seek have
that's
taken
true.
their time with it. But right now, I mean, yeah, this is looking pretty convincing for zRage. I would add. Oh, look, another hook shot. Oh, he gets the Jakiro again. He will actually kill him off. That's nice. But the Lich ultimate bounces around already. Look at that. There comes the relocate as well. BCZ. You can't run from, well, heaven I was gonna say, but there's no Zeus in this game. That was the previous one. Yul in some trouble. Or will he actually be able to kill off the IO? Actually, the support will get it. DNQ
Oh, his
gets it.
cooldown's finally up.
And the reincarnation is back up again, but now down for 160 seconds. Lich trying to get away from this one, does still have a slow. Mortal Strike helping out here quite a bit actually. It might be just enough. There goes stun, that should be enough to take him down.
Yeah, his Skeleton King stun is actually really legit. Yol actually didn't level his ultimate until after the previous fight, but now he has it, so that does chop his cooldown by 100 seconds. Problem is, Rox.Kis now down a set of racks. If we look at the gold advantage, it's about 14k. That's above the cusp where it's going to be extreme, like... I don't want to say it's impossible for Rox to come back, but Yol, oh, he's so dead. Why is he standing there?
I don't know.
Rough. That's rough. I mean, Skeleton King has had a difficult game. 4, 10, and 4. And Kunkka has his Battle Fury, I think. Yep, he does.
But they let the Wisp go through. Like, you would be... A team that
When-
lets the Wisp go through,
Yeah.
you'd expect them to have a plan against it.
You do. So
I'm not sure
Skeleton
what
King was
Solo
part of
thinks
that
here.
plan, but the
Solo's
lanes
gonna
went
deny
badly.
himself to neutrals, I think, if he can.
It's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
IO too strong. I mean, keep in mind he's got the Dagon. He used it to get the kill.
Yeah. Kill steal. Ooh, Sharfik taking a lot of damage there. Real Drift, that's gonna be the Scarab Mage dead.
This IO is 10, 4, 24. Not
Where did it
bad.
go? Where did it go? Oh, they're trying to chase down BCC. Ooh, Real Drift needs vision. Need vision.
Oh, they'll get it. They'll get it. It's hard to get vision now because of all the changes. Spirits don't provide vision, and what's the Chaos Knight change? I forget what it is.
You furled yourselves, but good.
I can't remember. There was a change to Chaos Knight, but I can't remember for the life of me what it was.
Well,
So IO, the bug fix patch does not turn this great hero into a bad hero, and I don't think anybody expected it to, and it doesn't. Still pretty strong and able to completely punish your mispositioning.
very true.
Radiant's
No
Dread
get the
trying to
next
counter
one,
push,
right?
but
Yeah.
maybe he gets the tier 2. That's about all he can do.
I'm still waiting for the next Dagon to be picked up so that I can hear if the sound is gonna go off again. And if it was a... Ooh, there we go. That's gonna be Scarlet Mage that again as well as YOLO.
Yep, he just did it. He Dagoned.
No, I want the next level to be picked up.
Oh, the next level, I see.
So I can hear...
No, he should go hard. Oh, he went Blink? Blink! Cool, I like it. You can guarantee 2 tether stuns if you want.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh. They're just gonna come out. I mean,
GG,
GG Cold. It was the last game of Starladder. I mean, they go out with a bang, I guess. It's the CES Indeed Encounters. You already mentioned CES tournament. They don't break the kill record of the previous game,
It was a shorter game.
but I think I like this game better because it worked out a bit better for Rox maybe. In the end.
It wasn't as one-sided.
It wasn't as one-sided, even though this was pretty one-sided.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah.
has fallen.
727. Actually, almost the exact same number of kills per minute in this game as the last game. Both at around 2.65 to 2.7.
Oh.
Just FYI, I should make that a stats pop-up.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Oh, well, I mean, I like a high kill game as one as the other, but I like them to be a bit more even. Of course, I mean, this was the last game of the group stages. It didn't actually mean anything for the teams anymore, so it was just for show, basically, just to end the season. And yeah, you can follow us on Twitter at Cheever Gaming for me, myself, and of course at Vikerman for my co-caster who's been here for co-casting almost the entire season. I have actually not solo casted in a single game in Starladder for this season, which was definitely very different previous series, as you might know, if you watched that as well. I mean, thank you for being here. Loved having you in the entire season. It was probably the best season I've ever had. Broke a lot of records for me, so yeah, I'm a bit nostalgic. Not nostalgic. How do you say that? Sentimental?
Nostalgic?
Nostalgic is
Sentimental. Yeah, sentimental is
about
good.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, of course the finals will be there, but then the finals will also, of course, be covered by Toby. So, you know, this was basically my thing, even though it wasn't really like it was still
More of an opportunity
a
to stand
freelance
out.
kind of thing. Like I don't get paid for it by Starladder or something like that. It still means a lot to me that you all were here. Vikerman, same thing goes to you, and of course K-pop Tosis, Kanaz, Base Skip, they all co-casted with me. They all helped me out, and I very much appreciated having you here. Any shoutouts for yourself and such?
Sure, I guess I'll try to do some pretty quick ones. I'll do them in reverse today, because I usually do them in the same order. Twitch TV, I want to give a shout out to one specific viewer, Brodogs, who I think was up until like 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. today to see off this season of Starladder, so that's pretty serious Dota spectator dedication, so we really appreciate that. In general, viewers, people who watched in Dota TV and Twitch TV, definitely, I think, great audience. People have given a lot of feedback, some of it very useful, positive feedback, some of it great constructive, negative feedback. I mean, I've definitely learned a lot about casting and casting with you, Shiver. It's been a fantastic season, honestly, and I really appreciate you for letting me co-cast. It's been really great, honestly. And of course, Star Ladder, the staff, the admins, the casters, X3M4 Egg, Matrix, Velat, Casper, Inmate, all the casters they had this season, and the admins. The lower level staff, Hyde has been very, very friendly to me, which is great. I've got a chance to pub a bit with some of the Star Ladder staff in mixed English and Russian, so that's a great bunch of people. They run a fantastic tournament. And I guess people can check me out at Vikramond on Twitter, VYKROMOND. I have a website, I have a Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Coming up, actually, tomorrow, around DreamHack Times and after DreamHack Times, I'm casting a LAN in Chicago, so it's an open tournament, and people can check that out on my Twitch. And then next week, I don't know if I'm actually cleared to announce this, but I will be doing some casts on Beyond the Summit 2 as well. So if people are interested in that, they can check me out.
Okay, so make sure you do that. And, yeah. Well, there we go. We're gonna go for a last outro for a while. DreamHack starts tomorrow. Of course, you have plenty of Dota to watch. Next week, more Dota to watch with also the group stage of EMS starting. And, yeah, I think you won't be bored, even without Star Ladder during the daytime, as it was for the last 27 days straight. We had Star Ladder matches. I've been casting 33 days straight, I've calculated, without having a one-day break. So, yeah, I'm gonna be looking forward to tomorrow, but I'll probably end up streaming some anyway. Oh well. Let's have ourselves an outro. Give yourself some music, some commercials. Stick around if you want to support me in that way, and have a good night otherwise.